Hey everybody, welcome back to Sunbelt Conference Weekly. I'm your host, Whitney Hayworth. Sunbelt football lived up to its name this past weekend, that's for sure. South Alabama faced its first nationally ranked opponent, and then number 19 San Diego State. The Jaguars kept it close and went into the half down by 2, but it was the second half where things started heating up. The Jaguars would receive the ball first in the second half and drove down the field on the opening possession to reclaim the lead 21-16. San Diego State would add a field goal in the third, but it was all South Alabama in the fourth. The Jags put the game away with 2 touchdowns in the final 8 minutes and upset the Aztecs 42-24.
I thought it's probably one of the first times we played in all 3 phases. I thought offensively we had a great game. I thought defensively we had a great game. Special teams really did a good job. We kept the ball away from their kick returners who were so dynamic. And when you play like that, you got a chance to win. And, you know, my hat's off to San Diego State. I tell you, Rocky Long, I respect him as much as any coach in the business.
Sophomore quarterback Cole Garvin, who got his first start under center in place of an injured Dallas Davis, would finish the night completing 16 of 21 passes for 242 yards and 3 touchdowns. But Garvin took little credit for the win.
We really had a great week of practice. We had a fantastic game plan. I give that to Coach Vincent, but I also want to point out the play around me. It was not all me. We had great catches, and the defense, I gave their team 3 points with that pick in the end zone. The defense held them to 21 points. And an offense that is that powerful for them to do that helped us out tremendously. So it was everybody. It wasn't just one person. Now the team win all the way around.
Garvin's performance went on to earn him Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week. So congratulations, Cole. Not too shabby for a collegiate debut. In a conference matchup, UL Lafayette and New Mexico State provided Sunbelt fans with some free football. The Aggies outlasted the Raging Cajuns 37-31 in double overtime. The winning touchdown would come from redshirt junior Sebastian Anderson, who recovered the ball in the end zone after it was knocked loose from Larry Rose III. Both UL Lafayette and New Mexico State sit at 1-1 in league play. Who doesn't love a little midweek football? The Sun Belt will take center stage on Wednesday night with Arkansas State hosting Georgia Southern. Arkansas State will be playing its Sun Belt opener, while Georgia Southern is undefeated in league play at 2-0. We caught up with both head coaches prior to the game, and here's what they had to say.
We've struggled in non-conference play, still trying to find our team and kind of get all of our new parts clicking on the same page. But great opportunity to get off, with a win in conference play and kind of start the new season for us. That's been our approach: is learn from non-conference, put it behind us, and move forward. Huge challenge. We've watched a ton of film on Georgia Southern and talked to everybody that we can, and we just know it's a really, really good football team and presents a lot of challenges for us to find a way to get a win. They're big up front. They run extremely well. They play physical brand of football. I think they're well coached, and obviously the tradition there has been standing for a long time.
Coach Anderson and staff do a really good job there, and you're talking about a place that has a ton of tradition. Obviously, have won the conference championship numerous times over the last couple of years, and again, a place like us that has a ton of tradition and high expectations. Really excited about the opportunity. Haven't played these guys the last 2 years. I know that both teams have kind of had this game circled and ready to play for each other from a fan base standpoint and a player standpoint. And Coach again does a fantastic job. A lot of his assistant coaches are guys that I'm familiar with, and he does have a tremendous staff, and they've got a very talented football team. And we're looking forward to the opportunity. It's a big game for us, obviously, and a pivotal game for us early on in the season in a very important Sun Belt Conference game. Obviously, a big deal for us, for our university overall, from a media standpoint, an opportunity for a big Sun Belt key matchup game. We hope and feel like on a Wednesday night on a primetime game and a primetime ESPN game. So excited about those things, and again, looking forward to the opportunity.
Outside of the midweek matchup, things are a little calmer around the Sun Belt this weekend. Georgia State will take on Texas State in Atlanta, and UL Monroe plays host to Idaho. Volleyball Players of the Week were announced on Monday, and there was a familiar name alongside them. Congratulations to Arkansas State's Mallory Warrington, who earned her 6th straight Setter of the Week honor. The senior had 68 assists in the Red Wolves' 2 wins over the weekend, along with 18 digs, 10 kills, and 3 service aces. Arkansas State's Carlisa May earned Offensive Player of the Week, while Alex Beecher of Georgia Southern brought home defensive honors, and for the second week in a row, UT Arlington claimed Freshman of the Week. Libero Taylor Murata tallied 28 digs over the weekend. In a match without a return error, Murata and the Mavs defeated App State 3-0, and the freshman would go on to record 18 digs in just 3 sets against East Division favorite Coastal Carolina.
I think I've been pretty, consistent as a freshman at least, and I think I can definitely do better as my confidence level goes up throughout the season and the year, and just have the more experience for college volleyball. But I think I've been doing pretty well. I was actually really surprised. I don't know, that's an incredible honor, and I've worked really hard to make this achievement, so it feels really good.
Sunbelt newcomer Coastal Carolina was well represented in soccer this weekend. On the men's side, Franzi Perot earned Offensive Player of the Week. Perot scored 3 goals in 2 contests, getting the game winner in both, one being in the 86th minute against Old Dominion. On the women's side, Coastal swept the honors with Daniela Family earning Offensive Player of the Week and goalkeeper Becca Austin earning Defensive. Congrats to the Chants and welcome to the Fun Belt. Due to impending weather on the East Coast in wake of Hurricane Matthew, the Coastal Women's Soccer Program will move its weekend matches to Boone, North Carolina on the campus of Appalachian State University. The Chanticleers will play UL Monroe on Friday, followed by Little Rock on Sunday. For any further scheduled changes due to Hurricane Matthew, be sure to continue checking sunbeltsports.org. And just like that, it's already time for basketball season. Official team practices began this week, and here are some sights and sounds from both defending Sunbelt champions.
So that's what you want, all right? So let's just walk through it. Screen here.
A little bit of everything. We're going to run, basically our basics. We're going to work on our motion offense, a little bit of transition defense. We got a secondary defense we'll put in today that we'll review, and just getting better. That'll be our main focus today, trying to tighten up some things that we introduced on Saturday, and coming out and getting after it, giving a great effort.
Little Rock's Adela Hernandez never ran cross country in high school. She played basketball. And after tearing both ACLs her senior year, she resorted to keeping most of her running on the treadmill. So how does Hernandez now hold one of the fastest cross-country 5K times in program history? Little Rock's Jessica Watts has more.
I was running actually at the DSC, which is our gym, and I was running on the treadmill, and there was a man there and a group of girls. And so I just kept running, ignoring them. At the end, the man comes and he was approaches me and was like, "Hey, I'm the head coach of the cross country team here at University of Arkansas Little Rock." He was just like, "Have you ever ran before?" And I was like, "No." "Have you ever thought about running?" I was like, "No." And he was like, What are you doing then?" And I was just like, "This is what I do almost every day, as an exercise." He was just like, "Well, you have some potential." He's like, come out to the team. We have practices every day. Would you be interested in coming out?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I'll think about it." So I sat there. The next day I thought about it, didn't go, because I was just like, these are college athletes. I've never ran, so how am I going to do? Went out and ran with them, and then long story short, they're like, "Would you be part of the team?" And now I've been running since my sophomore year.
First of all, it's just unbelievable to hear about somebody running on a treadmill 10 miles, just for the fun of it. Whenever we run 10 miles, it's because, we're required to do so. We enjoy it, but it's just a lot of mileage. So doing it because you want to, it's just kind of different. So it was really cool to hear about somebody who actually enjoys running so many miles.
It's really exciting for me just because having this opportunity and having the scholarship just for being an athlete, I would have never thought. So it just has opened a lot of opportunity.
This year she's one of the leaders of the team, not only because she's one of the fastest, just because she just is. Her attitude, she acts like a leader. When I first got here, her first couple of days, she kind of just took the girls and said, "Oh, this is what we're going to do. This will, let's get out and run. Let's do this." And it was simple. And so she's a leader to me. If we had captains on the team, she'd be one of the captains, just because of how she acts and her personality and her attitude towards running and being consistent in everything she do.
It means a lot, being a Trojan, representing the university, representing just academics, representing myself, my heritage, and everything else. Is just the big scheme is just being a proud Trojan, just being competitive and just bringing out my best, performance-wise and academics-wise.
The Trojans host their lone home competition, the Little Rock Invitational, on October 15th. Best of luck to Adela and the Trojans. That'll do it for this week's show. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.